SENIAC, and welcome back to another episode of Cruise Line Tycoon here in Roblox, where in the previous episode, I bought this huge brand new boat. It cost me millions of dollars, but I'm not happy with it, guys. I am not happy with the money that I spent on this boat, and there's one reason, and one reason only. Now, before I tell you, I just want to say, if you are enjoying these Cruise Line Tycoon videos and want to see more as I build the biggest cruise ship company the world has ever seen, then smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here so you do get notified when more episodes do come out. And just to remind you right now, SENIAC plushes are available on SENIAC.com. Link in the description. What are you still here for right now? I do not know. But I'm not happy with this cruise ship, boys. And there's one big reason right now why I'm not happy. Now, yes, it's big. It's beautiful. I've got loads of rooms on there. I've even got, like, double-story rooms on there. But I'm not happy. I'm not happy since the day I purchased it. And that's because if I go to my port menu and I go to the shipyard, right, hold on, bear with me right now. I own this ship. Amazing, right? But there's a better ship after it. And then there's an even better ship after it. Guys, I don't own the best ship in the game. And for that reason, I'm not happy. Now, the Summit class is the biggest ship currently in the game right now. Look at this bad boy. Oh my goodness me. If I view the stats of it, it's got a length of 107 tiles, a width of 17, nearly 14,500 tiles of buildable space, and it has 10 decks. This is a big boy right now. This is a big boy, but the problem is, guys, right now it's 25 million big ones, and do I have enough money? Ugh. I have 25.5 million. How much was it? 25 on what million? 25. I literally just about have enough cash for this. Oh my goodness me. And I've just purchased it. What is going on, SENIAC? What is going on right now? This boy is spending millions of dollars right now. What am I, made of money? No, I'm not. But here I am. Oh my goodness me, it's huge. It's actually huge right now. Right. Now, I don't have no cash to kind of customize this. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is sell the previous one. So I'm going to configure the Celeste, and I'm going to sell the ship, and I'm going to get 11.4 million, right? That ship has now gone. That ship has now set sailed. Hilarious, Nick, hilarious. And here we now are, 11.6 million in the bank, with this absolute beast of a boat, which even the top deck has a top deck. What's going on here? That's hilarious. So I think then we should maybe take a look inside and see what this big boy ship's all about. So let's go to the editor. And this is what we got to work with. So if I go down a floor, boom. I'm now down a floor, and then this is our first inside section. Boom. This is our first full-on floor right now, where this is where the captain sits with his red jacket and his brown trousers, and able to view what's going on. And look at all this buildable space. Oh my goodness me. We can definitely... Oh my god, it goes deep. Oh wow! Right, ooh. Hello. This... Oh, and it goes... Oh, no, I thought it went down again. Now I got excited. I pressed the up button by accident. Right, it's got a couple of engines right now, which do look pretty beautiful. Now, what we're saying, should I sort out the engine side of all of this? I reckon I'm going to delete everything here. It's going to get rid of it all real quick. Right, get rid. And I'm going to redo it all. Do I get a refund for that? I do. Nice. I'm just going to redo the engine situation, and I might take it for a little bit of a spin. Now, we've got two different variations of engine. One's more powerful than the other. One uses more power, more fuel than the other. So we'll start with the generic engines first. And I reckon if I just turn it this way, and if I ran the engines going sideways, so that's as many as it will allow me to build there. I'm going to run them to there. So that's quite a few engines to begin with. And of course, we're going to run another set of engines just to there. It's going to keep it real simple, okay? Going to keep it real simple right now. So now we're looking at tonnage in terms of fuel. So we want pretty decent capacity. So apparently these carry the same, even though they are the same price, but one's bigger than the other. Oh my goodness me. Will that go there? Damn. Damn. So is it worth getting that compared to the other one? So 10 of those is 120, 20 of those is 240, which is still better. So what we're saying is this is the equivalent of having 20 of those fuel tanks. Nice. Wait, it doesn't affect upstairs. Okay, it affects upstairs. Right, that might be a bad idea. Right, we'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. Now, the batteries, because obviously we want to store power. We're going to drop a load here, drop a load there, and then pretty much just go crazy with the battery storage right now. Nice! Which I think would almost be enough if I then just do it to here. Right, that's as much batteries I need. Now, obviously, we want to store power. So I might just put a couple of these beautiful solar panels just over here. So if I started there and I went across to here. So we'll just go to there. I'll bring that down to there. And I won't do any more than that. We'll keep it simple, like I said. We're going to keep it super simple. Now, should I take this for a spin just to see what kind of power it has? I feel like we kind of need to. So let's see then. Without me doing anything else, we're going to go to our port menu. We're going to go to our services, and we're going to then max out everything here. So that's going to cost me nearly 200 grand. Right. What speed do you reckon this cruise ship can do? Now, it's bigger. It's longer. It's going to be a lot more difficult to control this. Now, it's telling me to don't forget to load passengers. Unfortunately, the passengers have got nowhere to go right now. Unfortunately, they've got nowhere to go right now. So controls, we're going to thrust out. We're going to keep it nice and simple, boys. We're going to thrust it out right now before we do anything crazy. It looks really weird. Seeing like no windows on the side is kind of hilarious. But there we go. We're thrusting out, boys. Nicely does it right now. Nicely does it. And then we slow the puppy down. And then what we'll do is we'll then go full forced on the thrusters. Ooh, beautiful. And slowly get this ship a-moving right now. So we're going to sail up and go at the little entry point and then see what speed we can do. Now, I wonder if I'm able to tackle the turn on full speed. I'm not too sure. Can I get like a really good screenshot of this boat without it clipping? I think I might need to right, hold on. I think I might need to go here. If I stand there with that little gap. There we go. Look at that, boys. Look at that for a screenshot right there. If that's not the thumbnail of the video, then I don't know what will be. I don't know what will be at this point. Right, so we're now moving. Let me check my controls. We're now pushing up to 20 knots in the port, which is slightly dangerous when we have to start thinking about making that turn. I'm slightly nervous. But we should be okay. Now, is there anybody outside? There's actually somebody now heading into the port area. So we should see them shortly. The render distance in this game is not great, so you can't see ships from a distance. Right. When do I start this turn? I just want to see what this full speed's all about. Oh, I think we might be getting to a full speed, unless we're kind of like limited, but we're going to have to start the turn shortly anyway. So I want to see how nimble the turning is. Okay, not yet. Easy does it. So my speed changes once we kind of do a little bit of a turn. And I reckon we play around with turning now. Oh, we're totally missing this. We are totally missing this right now. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. We are totally missing this entry point here. There is no way this ship is going to... Oh, actually, do you know what? I think we might be okay. We might be okay, boys. It's turning just enough to where we could make our exit viable. What I'm saying is, guys, I think I might be a professional cruise ship driver right now. There's the other boat. Look how close you got to get to boats before you visually see them. Oh, my goodness me. Right, hold on. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy does it, boys. And boom. Right. I think that is now going to be... We might turn a little bit more to the left. That's it. There we go. That's it. I don't think we do any more turning. We can just about get this ship through here. Look at that. I am a professional, boys. I am a professional right now. Look at me go. Right, controls. Full shebang forward. Let's see what we can kind of get up to with this speed. So once we figured out what the top speed is, might add a few more stuff to it. But we need to start figuring out the layout so I can actually make this a 5-star cruise ship. Look at this beauty. I'm trying to get the perfect angle right now. Look at this beauty. We need windows and stuff because it kind of does look really weird. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of does look a little bit weird. Right. What's the controls at right now? We're approaching the 20 again. Let's see what they're gonna be. And then we'll pretty much head... Managed to get up to 25 knots right now, which is kind of wild. And I think we're not... Oh, no, actually, it's going to... I don't know if it can make its mind up on what type of speed we should be going, but I think we're borderline there. It's like it goes up, then it slightly comes down on the speed. You can just see it just here. Will we get to 26 knots is the question. We're going to get to 26. Yes, we do. And I think 26... No, because it's now going up even more. I don't think it can make its mind up right now what it's meant to be doing. But anyway, we're going to request a tug. Let's just call it 26 knots is what we got to. Right, let's go back. Boom. Right. Oh, it's took me to a different port this time. Wait, have I been here before? Where's this port? Oh, yes, I have been here before. I do apologize. I have been here before right now. Is that a new island? Has that always been there? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, editor. Right, we get to see this puppy right now. So we've got to decide how we're going to be doing all of this. Now, obviously, I reckon the top floor there, that little bit there is like obviously reserved for like something fancy. This could be reserved for all the activities. And then maybe the rooms start from this point. Now, because these have an actual balcony going around, do we reserve those for like... the rooms that don't have balconies because they've got like an artificial balcony that people can walk around, and then we reserve these ones for that type of room? I'm not too sure on how I kind of want to do this, but if I treated it like that, so if I went to build mode, now I'm just going to play around with some stuff, okay? I ain't going to go too crazy right now. Those have balconies, so we can kind of incorporate the balcony with a room. But also, now thinking about it, I could maybe go for the bigger rooms in that area. So not the big, like, 2-story floor room, because that's a bit wild. But if I went for this one, I could put you there, but I can't stick that one there. We might have to go down a floor on that. So definitely can't go for you unless... Are these more narrower? So there. Hold on, this could work. But it's a very, very narrow corridor. So if I put that there and then flipped around and then that there, it's a very narrow corridor, but that actually works. So let me place a bunch of these down. So we go to there. This is going to be wild. We're going to have balconies all the way around right now. Well, this is one way to make like a really, really expensive cruise ship, isn't it? Right, that's all now in. So keep it going. Because you need maximum passengers in reality, don't you? You need like as many people on board as you can to make the most amount of money that you can. Right, how does that look now? That doesn't look too bad. Now, as I go down a floor, I can pretty much replicate that, which is not too shabby. So we kind of utilizing the space. So let me just double check that this is the same. So there and then there. Yes. Yes. So run this down. I don't know how far to kind of take it. I don't know how far to take this. So we it's about there, I think it is. No, it's not there. How do I cancel? How do I cancel? How do I cancel? Cancel placement G. Whew. We got slightly worried then for a second, boys. We got slightly worried that I wasn't going to be able to cancel. Right, let me go to there. So, go up. It's just... Wait, it's completely... Oh, of course it's off-centered. Because the thing below sticks out one more. Of course it is. Okay, that actually adds an interesting kind of design then moving forward. So, build that down to there. Run this all the way down. Now, I know it's very, very... pretty much identical, same rooms. But I think that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Now, I feel like we should do a peasant class, but I think the peasant class could be in the middle. I think it could be quite nice. So do we go for the big rooms next? Now, the big rooms here, the problem with them is they have to create their own balcony, but it's like a double balcony. Now, that's fine, but we also have the ability to build these double rooms here. Now, if that went there, I could... Oh, my goodness me. Right. Let me go upper floor. Right, okay. Hold on. If I put that there, how does it affect the floor up? I've got to obviously delete that. That makes complete and utter sense. Spin you right round. Boys, this is going to be hilarious. So I'm not going to do many of these. I reckon we'll go to about here. And then do the same again. Alright, so then from the view of this, I've got to now delete the walls. Right, this is good. This is good. How do I do deletings? Delete, and then go across to there. This is now we're designing a cruise ship, boys. Now we're designing a cruise ship, boys. Right, there's a little bit of excess here. That didn't get deleted. Are we all okay on that side? Yeah. So look at that. Just from the side alone. Ooh, baby! Right, that looks pretty good. That does look pretty good. Now, I might do a little bit of a peasant class in the middle. So if I go build... And there's, I mean, these don't really have windows, but they do have balconies. These smaller ones that we can rent. So if I was to incorporate, let's say we included the windows there for the design aspect of it. And let me just kind of play around with it like a small little design here. So if I went to there, right, that's not too bad. Now, how small is a small room in question? It's small enough that I could... Oh, I could do it... Hold on. Oh, I could do it like this. So what I could do is I could have it... Oh, press G to cancel. I could have it where it's in the center, so they just back on to one another like this. And then obviously I just figure out eventually where it meets... these coming down, and then we have these interesting center rooms for the peasant class. But I'm going to leave it like that anyway. I'm not going to take it any further. We are going to leave it like that. We're going to exit all of this because we do have a lot of work we still need to get done for this cruise ship. We do have a lot. So I reckon, should we come back in the next episode and turn this in to a 5-star cruise ship? It's the most expensive ship in the game. I can make it the most luxurious to carry the most amount of passengers. What are we saying? Let me know in the comment section down below. But we're going to end it here. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button. Remember, SENIAC plushes are available. SENIAC.com. Link in the description. But until next time, I will see you all soon. So goodbye.